Okay, so my phone died again. I know, I need a new phone. I'm gonna get one. But in the meantime, I've come back out to Savage Gulf State Natural Area, which is part of South Cumberland State Park. I've come back out another day to finish the hike that we started last time. So I didn't get to show you the campgrounds and the waterfall, so we'll start with that today and work our way back around to the look off at the view of the Gulf, and then come back. So sorry to have to do it this way, but when you have subpar technology, this is what you get. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's get started. We'll just go ahead and go by the first campground that's right here by the ranger station. We'll check that one out first. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is coming in from the parking lot that's just right here by the ranger station. And so you've got this way to the Savage Station campsites. So they have water here, just a faucet here at the beginning of the trail to the campsites. And they have the little blue blazes to mark that you're going to the campsite and that you're not actually on a trail. So let's just walk over and look at these. Okay, so here is campsite number 1. And this is the one that we stayed at, I'm pretty sure. So it looks like they're all kind of by themselves. Got a good little area here. Nice fire ring, and then they do have a pretty good spot for tent, looks like. I think that's where we had our tent, was over here. More tent spots. So let's go look at the second one. Campsite number 2. It has its own little trail back to it. And it's also a pretty good little campsite. Everything is really level, pretty cleared off. Nice fire pit area. So now we're gonna come up on campsite number 3. I like the way these are kind of have their own little short path back to themselves. So this is another good level, pretty cleaned off campsite. Could have more than one backpacking tent at almost all of these sites. Okay, and then here is campsite number 4, which is a group camp. So I'm sure that it's set up for several tent sites, and it's actually a little bit further back off the main little trail out there. But it looks like back here at the group camp they do have a privy here, or an outhouse, whatever you want to call it. So here is the campsite for the group. So it is larger than the others. Good spots for several tents. Some good hammock trees also, it looks like. Nice log stump seats around the fire ring. This fire ring does have a grate on it, that's nice. So, plenty of room, plenty of options for a group here. Plus, you have your own privy just down the trail. Camp site number 5. Be a little bit smaller site, looks like. Not quite as big as the rest, but still some decent options for tent placement. Number 6. I like that these have their own little trail back into the site. Gives you a little bit of privacy. Again, this is kind of a smaller site than the others. Seven here. It's more right on the trail. And kind of a smaller site again, but pretty nice nonetheless. Campsite number 8. And I think this may be the last one. I think that this campground has 8 sites. No, this is a pretty nice big site. And then here's another privy on around from campsite 8. Another one. And it just makes this big circle around, back around to where we came in. So here I am coming back out to the water spigot, and then right there's the parking lot. Okay, made it back to the start of the loop. So the other day we went to the right and around, so today we will go to the left. So got about another half a mile to go before the Falls Overlook and the Savage Falls campsite. Okay, so we're coming up on the footbridge to cross the creek that continues on down to make the Savage Falls. we're gonna take a right to the Savage Falls campsite. Looks like they've had some damage to the trail, because the trail used to go straight ahead, right up through here. You can still see one of the blazes up there, but like I said, there has been a lot of storm damage, and but you did continue on the trail just right up through there. So we will go on this way to the Savage campsites and the falls. As we get further in, the trail becomes closer to the water. And I can hear the falls, and you can actually just walk right down to the water here. Really pretty sight. And the sign says Old Moonshine Still Site. So they had a good site here, right next to the water. Of course, there's no camping here. The water is really nice right here. Mistaken before. This is actually into the falls. Okay, so I'm going to walk on down to get a better look at the actual falls part. We can go down that staircase over there, but it's still got a kind of a little precarious part of the trail here that you probably can't really tell, but that's pretty much straight down. You can slide off, so I'm going to be very careful. of some sort. Okay, this is going to be just a really quick preview of the campsites up here at Savage Falls. This is campsite number 1, because guess what, my battery is running down again. More about that. Well, I'm back at the car. Can you believe it? My phone died again. I know you're all so shocked, but I did have a plan this time. I figured that my phone would die again, so I took this handy dandy little battery charger with me so that I could recharge my phone when it did die. But I did not bring my phone cord, so I didn't have anything to hook the battery to my phone. So, you know, the best laid plans, sometimes they just go awry. But I did have a plan, but it just didn't work out. I didn't have all the components, so I apologize. So just to give you a little recap of the last few things on the trail, I did just go to the Savage Falls Campground, which I showed you the first site there. There's 4 sites in all there. They pretty much all look like that first site. They're, you know, nice level sites. Good campsites for at least 1 or 2 tents. There was also a group campsite there as well, and there was also a privy. Now, there wasn't a water faucet like there was at the one by the ranger station, but you're right next to the Savage Falls Creek there. So, you know, there's plenty of water that you can get there to be filtered, so you shouldn't have a problem with water. This campsite is only about 1.5 miles from the parking lot, from the ranger station. So, it's, you know, it's not that far in. You don't really have that far to walk, so you could even go like late in the afternoon or in the evening and still get there and get set up in plenty of time. And this would also be a good campsite if you just wanted to try backpacking. You know, maybe you've never been backpacking before. This would be a nice short hike to just hike in, carry all your stuff, set it all up, and just see if it was something that you are going to like. And that way you wouldn't be very far from your car, so if something did happen, you know, you would have something close by. So I just encourage everybody to get out there and try it, and we'll see you next time.